So we really focus on the customer experience. We look at from the time you turn off Capitol Circle until the time you get on the airplane and come back, we want to make sure that that experience is positive. So we look at every aspect of that process to make sure that our customers have the best possible experience and they continue to choose Tallahassee International Airport for their travel needs. 2019, the airport was pleased to partner with the FSU Card Center to develop our autism awareness program. And the training was provided to airport, airline, TSA, and other key stakeholder staff on ways to identify travelers that may be on the autism spectrum and ways that we can help facilitate a smooth process for them as they process through the airport.
We have a 4-part mission that all card centers around the state do. We provide training, which is something that we're going to talk a little bit about here. We do public awareness. We work with individuals and their families. And then we do programmatic technical assistance in schools, with agencies, of how to work with people on the autism spectrum better so that we can have the best outcomes.
So we worked very closely with our city communications team, with the FSU Card Center, and other key stakeholders. We received feedback from the airlines, from TSA, and others to really develop an activity book that would be beneficial to travelers that are on the autism spectrum, and then really other travelers that may be first-time flyers and others that will provide necessary educational information to ensure their trip through the airport goes smoothly.
So when we go with our children, most places, especially like going on any travel things with car, airplane, we initially talk with them through it, but we also use pictures and videos. Our son has autism and our daughter is neurotypical, but she's only 4, so it kind of helps to show them pictures and videos and explain the process with them just so they're familiar with what's going to happen, so there's no surprises along the way.
So the training looks different for any business. It just really depends on the type of business and what needs to be done. But for example, with the airport here in Tallahassee, we started out with a multi-tiered approach to training. We started with the airport managers with an overview of what is autism, what does it look like, what might we see in an airport of a child or an adult who has autism. And then we actually even got a small spot at the stakeholders meeting so they understood what this Autism Friendly initiative was about, and again, a very basic understanding of autism and what we plan to do to make the airport more friendly. And then we finalized our training with all of the TSA staff. So that was a big deal, and we were so excited to have that commitment to have every single TSA agent rotate in shifts. That's really hard to do, and they made quite an effort to make it happen. The Autism Friendly Business initiative isn't a one and done project, it's a partnership. And so as new staff comes in, or as new issues arise, or we think of a better idea or a new idea we want to add, that's the beauty of the initiative, is that it's ongoing.
As much community awareness that is out there is going to enhance the process for everybody. More than anything, though, is if the communities have experiences with the individual. When you're in the hubbub of your own work, and especially in a large organization like this, you oftentimes might not notice the differences that are out there for people that have a requirement for greater assistance. I mean, it's real easy to tell when you see a wheelchair, or say in the case of my son, if he had his service dog with him, he would have been easily identified, but otherwise, it's not so easy to identify people.
And when you just look at autism prevalency rates, whether a kid has an actual autism diagnosis or something similar, or maybe close to getting diagnosed, the prevalency rates are just continuing to increase. So I think you're starting to see even more children and adults with autism. So welcoming them into our community and letting them know that they're in a safe, accepting area is really important.
I think this training is beneficial not only to our travelers on the autism spectrum, but really it can be beneficial for the community at large. Can provide that customer service touch that's necessary to make sure that all of our customers have that positive experience as they come through the airport.